Stop worrying about the future, especially on self-improvement. Now, I used to be that kind of guy who would click on self-improvement videos that would say something like, do this exercise for 30 days and you'll be able to get awesome abs. I don't know. Do this meditation session and your mindfulness will apply tenfold in just like 30 days. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of those back then. However, I know that it may seem like I got scammed a lot of the times, which I did. But the only time that I got scammed, and the only factor where I was actually scammed, was in the time duration. Because let me tell you, there was this one time where I really wanted to grow my neck, which I'm still doing to this day. But I believe it was like October or September of 2023. Yeah, and I was watching a lot of neck training videos because I heard that it was like one of the main six core muscles that you need to develop if you want to get a powerful V-taper, which is true by the way. You need to develop your neck, especially yeah, because it helps you just look better and yeah, when you have a thicker neck, of course, nobody's gonna pick up on you and no one is gonna judge you. It's just a huge anxiety destroyer and it will bring you a lot of respect. But that's just a side note. And so I clicked on this video that showed three very important neck exercises that if I did them each and every single day, my neck would basically grow from being like a popsicle all the way into being, you know, on the same vertical line as the rest of my face. And so I did these three exercises, which are the yes exercise, where you basically nod your head in the yes motion, not in the Bulgarian, but in the English yes version, where you put. I basically use two books as a weight that I put on my forehead, and then I do the yes exercise. I don't know, I do like 60 of those. Then I also do the maybe exercise, which is basically you put your head like in a levitative motion, so like you don't have it on some kind of a surface. And then you slowly pull it up, and then you nod your head to the sides. And then you basically do that over and over again. And then the last exercise that I started doing probably like half a year ago, maybe, or even more. I didn't use to do this exercise all the time. Was that I put one of my hand slightly above my ear, and then I would press into that hand so much for like 30 seconds, and I would do this on both sides. And yeah, these exercises, they've been helping me a lot because over the last 1.5 years, my neck has grown a lot. And yeah, I can just see that with how other people respect me in my local area. They just treat me like an actual real man, which is something that I've always wanted, which is a huge plus. But it didn't take me 30 days to get that neck. It took me almost a year, I believe. But that didn't stop me. Because, yeah, sure, I could have quit a month in, but there was something driving me, something more powerful than just expecting fast results in just a month's time. Something more something more divine, if that makes sense. And that was the fact that now I had a clear end goal that I could work towards for the future, the one that I could suffer for heavily right now and get a lot of delayed gratification. That's what it is all about. It is not about seeing fast results, because imagine if you could just manifest anything into your life and then you just see it materialize in a fraction of a second. Like imagine that you want to be a successful trader. Okay, done. You don't have to spend like 6 months just mastering the craft. No, your neurons have been already wired inside of your brain to have perfect stoicism, to have perfect emotional control, to have every single knowledge about the news and about the graphs and about the price action and stuff like that. That would be fucking boring, wouldn't it? And yeah, still, I got clickbaited into believing that it would just take 30 days. But indeed, it took a whole year. But I'm not complaining whatsoever. Because you shouldn't worry about the future, bro. You don't have to care about how long the things that you want to achieve take. Because they've already happened in the fourth dimension. You see, In our third dimensional realm, which you can basically call our physical realm, we are subjugated to many illusions, such as time, space, duality, polarity, but no. In the fourth dimension, where your subconscious mind exceeds to, everything is one. There is no small or big, there's no cold and hot, there's no Russia or the USA, for example. There's everything is just one. There's no difference between them. Time doesn't exist, space doesn't exist, which I mean, like, basically the travel distance between one object and the other. Like, for example, between me and this table right over here, there's no space. There's no gravity, there's no electricity, there's no polarity, there's no duality. Everything is one. Meaning that if time doesn't exist in the fourth dimension, then you've pretty much achieved anything that you so desire. Anything that you wish to have in our real life already got achieved. And guess what? Your subconscious mind, which is the birth womb of your reality, because you don't see reality through your eyes, but through your frequency, which is nothing but just a collection of emotions, thoughts, beliefs, attention, emotionally charged thoughts and beliefs that you put into it, which will output a particular signal into the universe that will slowly but surely get you the desired reality, will eventually give you that desired reality. It just depends on what kind of an emotion you output into it. So, with that speaking, when you connect yourself to the desired reality where you wish to be, as if you already had it through the mental and the spiritual realm, instead of just the physical realm, because taking physical action won't be enough. You'll be like that fat person who creates a New Year's resolution and then goes back into binge eating like 2 weeks later. No, you must first change your mental attitude and your spiritual attitude. You must first recognize that you are the god over your reality and that you must adopt the thoughts, the beliefs, the emotional conviction, emotions in general, the attention, the identity, and the emotionally charged beliefs that you hold about yourself. Would you, if you had that thick neck, would you be afraid, or would you over stress about the fact that you're not seeing any gains right now? You already have the thick neck. Would your identity about yourself be that you're the guy who doesn't have a thick neck? No, you already have it because you can look into the mirror. And that's it. It's all about being delusional, because in the fourth dimension, where your subconscious mind exceeds to, it has already happened. You already achieved that goal. So there's nothing for you to worry about. It is already coming to you. God will happily give you that desired reality, because He is just a powerful force without any direction. And when you give it a direction, which is basically your frequency of the reality that you want, then it will give it to you happily. That's just how it goes. And yeah, I know that you may get a lot of negative thoughts that will try to pull you back into your old frequency so that you can keep on feeding the entity that has been feeding off of your negative emotions that don't serve you whatsoever. I know. This entity that you've been creating for a long time, aka your old frequency, it will play mind games on you. It will use the physical reality where it still has a lot of power to change your inner world. It will make you analyze the physical reality without realizing that in the fourth dimension you've already shifted, and and your entire reality is slowly but surely reconstructing itself to soothe your reality in the fourth dimensional realm. It is already happening, it is already in motion. So whenever you get the thought of, for example, this is not working, I don't want to spend another 9 months just doing this exercise, I know it won't work, just say to yourself, those thoughts are not mine. They're just not. it's it's basically the old frequency that still has a huge power over you, trying to sabotage you. And it wants to keep on existing. Just like if we dropped you into like a room and we didn't feed you for like a whole month, of course you'd do anything just for that nice hunk of steak, right? And that's exactly what is happening to your old frequency right now. You've been feeding it well for a long time now because it feeds off your negative emotions like your sadness, your fear, your worry, your apathy, your anger, your envy, your pity, all of these emotions. And now that you're trying to escape, you're not feeding it anymore, which means that it will do anything in its power to get you to react so that it can continue feeding off of you. So it is just a game of defense. But indeed, you must realize that you already have the end result that you're looking for. It is already here, right now. And that right end result, as if you already have it, that particular frequency that you output of having the calmness of already having it right now will give you the right intuition, which will take you to the right action that you need to take, which will give you instant pain, but delayed results, delayed gratification of what you wish to have. And that's the beauty of it. And of course, since we're subjugated to time in the third dimensional realm, you still need to resist that spirit that has been feeding off of your negative emotions. I know it's just a game of defense, but you must remember that you've been continuously feeding it for the past like 15 years of your life with your sadness, anger, and other of these emotions. So it's your responsibility to resist it. Discipline, brother, and willpower. That's exactly what you need. And don't just take this from me. I am a person who has helped countless amounts of people in the past achieve their desired reality, get new and powerful goals, and just completely shift themselves into stronger timeless leaders and stronger men and more respectable ones, to, to be sure. And guess what? These people haven't even seen my timeless leaders mindsets, which is a collection of 24 unbreakable mindsets that if applied to your day-to-day life, each and every single day, they will just completely shift your reality into something better, and they will make you into such a respectable man that prosperity will just come to you no matter what. First link in the description. Buy it right now because there's a huge discount. So you you don't want to miss out on this golden opportunity while it's still active. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you